So for today, we are going to talk about how can we use Google Sheet to make it work as a smart admin, especially for teachers. Okay. Alright. So this is the main thing, our objective for today, which is to how can we perform class administration more efficiently, and we're going to have a look at the function of filter, sorting, and also basic formulas that we can use in our Google Sheets. And also, I will also show you how to come up with a colorful chart and graph. Okay, for example, here I have a simple attendance. Um, is the person here or absent or MC? And then actually we can also come up with a calculation. For example, here percentage. We want to know how much is the percentage of this person come to the class throughout the month. Okay, the very first thing, of course, before we start, can you ensure that you already logging into your Gmail and create a new Google Sheets. Go to Google Sheets. Okay, so here is Google Sheets. So this one, the very first thing that you need to do is to rename your Google Sheet. So just click on this and then rename. So every time when I said cell, so I'm referring to this each box. Okay, each box here we call it as a cell. Name of the cell will be, you're going to read the alphabet here, D, and then the number. For example, C10. So C10 will be right here. That's how you're going to read the cell. Each box here, it's a name as cell. Okay. Here is the function. Like I said, we're going to have a look at a few functions today, which is sort, filter. Okay, it's going to be up here. So if you need additional sheets, so just click on the plus button on the bottom so that it will create another sheet for you. You can even duplicate the sheet by clicking on the drop down beside your sheet number. Okay, so here is the function that you are going to familiarize with today. First one is filter. So the reason why we need to use filter is maybe for you to look for a particle things in your Google Sheets. So we can filter the data based on your preference. Okay, based on your preference, we're going to go through this one as well. So sort. You can organize your data. Sorting, for example, in alphabetical order. Let's say you have a list of attendance of students. You have plenty of names, but maybe let's say Zaki is on the first one, and the second one it start with Adi, and then it doesn't look nice on the eyes, for example. So with sorting, it can sort it out for you, and it will start from A, B, C, D, E in alphabetical order. Okay. So that's sorting. Function is formula. Function is just basically how can you write down a formula in Google Sheets, and then based on the data you have in your Google Sheets, they can generate automatically a chart for you. So this is among 4 things that we're going to focus on today. Okay, the first one, we're going to see filter and sort, and also function. Okay, 3. Remember, function basically is just calculating a formula. So going to have a look at these 3, filter, sort, and also function. So here, freeze. Okay, you must be wondering why suddenly I introduced freeze. The reason why I'm introducing freeze is because every time when you want to create something, every time you want to filter, especially if you want to use filter and sorting pictures in Google Sheets, you must freeze. The function of freezing the certain data is to make sure that particular line, row, or also column is up to you. So either that particular row or column will not move. Of course, if you freeze it, it will not move. So if during the sorting, okay, when you're sorting, the line, the row or the column that you freeze will not move. The sorting will happen, but then the row or the column that you freeze will not move. That's the reason why we freeze it. And also when you filter the data, so it will exclude the one that you freeze. Okay, a freeze are more like a data indicator. So that's why we normally like to freeze. I would say not like normally why we freeze things. Let me show you the freeze one. So yeah, you can open up your Google Sheets and during my when I'm explaining as well, especially if you're using your laptop, you can open up any Google Sheets so that we can try it out together as well. So here is my Google Sheets. Okay. So now you're okay. I want you to see properly. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So this is the row. Okay, row 1, row 2, row 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this is my column A, B, C, D, E. So so now it start with 9. Okay, now it start with 9. Okay, so the one that's here, the indicator, the number, name, math, science, history, sum, and average. If I want to go down, it moved. It's gone. Okay, it's gone. So again, the reason why we freeze because we don't want that particular row or column to move. So I'm going to freeze this row because this is my indicator. So just how we can do that, go to view. Okay, just click, you can click on the row. Okay, because I'm clicking on the row because I want to freeze this row. Okay, I'm going to show you the difference between freezing row and also column as well. So now I'm going to freeze this row because I don't want this to move. Now the one that's showing, let me just zoom. Okay, the one that's showing number, name, also subject. Okay, I don't want this particular row to move because when I go down, it's gone. I want it to stay. Now I'm going to freeze it. How can you do it? You go to view. Okay, go to view, freeze. Okay, here you have option. Either you want to freeze the row or you want to freeze the column. So for my case here, I want to freeze the row number 1. So I'm going to freeze first row. Click on that. Okay, now if I go down, even on the like 223, the first one will stay. Okay, the first row will stay. That's why we freeze because sometimes we have plenty of information. But then if we scroll down or we don't know what is this information for. Okay, yeah. So now that's for, let's say that's for row. Now for column, so the same things we can also freeze the column. Okay, you see if I go on the right, my first column will be gone. Let's say I want to freeze this. Okay, I want to freeze A. Go to view, freeze. Now I'm going to freeze the column. So first column. So now if I go to the right, you can see my column stay. Okay, my column A stay. If I go down, my row stay. Okay, if you have number here as well, it's going to stay as well. Okay, so I freeze this A and also 1. So doesn't matter if I go to the right, to the left. Okay, this one, it will always appear. Okay, it doesn't have to be the first. It doesn't have to be the first row. You can up to a few rows that you want to freeze. But then later on, if you have too many things to freeze, then if you scroll down, you will not see much information. But to unfreeze is just basically the same step. Go to view, freeze. Now you just click on no rows or no column. So no rows and also no column. So now it's unfreeze. So if I go down, the first row is no longer freeze. Okay, it's no longer there. Okay, if I go to the right, the numbers is no longer the column A is no longer there as well. So you can unfreeze. Like I said, it doesn't have to be the first row. You can also freeze up to how many columns that you need. So it will show like this. it depends on your it depends on the cell that you click on. For example, I'm clicking on the 10 here. Okay, I'm clicking on the 10 here. Okay, so go to view. It will show this up to current row 10. Now I freeze that, like I said. So if I go down, the first till the 10th one will be freeze, but then it will not be efficient if you have a lot of data to see down here. Okay, now that's freeze. Keep it. No rows. That's why we need to freeze our document. I have a question. I will answer that after this. Don't worry. Okay. Now for freezing and the reason why we need to freeze. Okay. Now this is just a demonstrate how we can freeze. Okay. So basically the same thing. You just click on that freeze. So if you go down, it will be there. Okay, like I said, the reason why we need to freeze is because by freezing, then only we can use sorting and also filtering more easily. Okay, now after you freeze here, now I'm going to show you how can we do the sorting. So the sorting is basically is largest to smallest. Okay, let's say here okay, the names is already sort. Let's say here, okay, I just show here. It doesn't have to be number, it also can be name. Okay, as you can see here, I have this person with the score of 2, and also this person with a score of 2. So I'm going to sort from smallest to largest. Okay, I'm going to sort the name based on this. Okay, so this is the one that I'm going to sort. Okay, so this is the one I want it from smallest to largest. Right now it's you cannot see, it's 9, 10, 8, 8, 2. Now I want to sort it based on this data. Remember, ensure that you freeze this particular, so the one that indicator, so that it will not be included when you sorting. Okay, let's say now I didn't freeze. Okay, right now I didn't freeze it. What will happen if I don't freeze it? So now here I didn't freeze. Okay, go to data. Okay, go to data. Now they have sort sheets based by column C. Okay, because right now I'm in C, column C. I want to sort here, correct? So go to data. I'm going to have, you can option a C, okay, A to Z, smallest to largest, Z to A, so largest to smallest. I want it from smallest to largest, so I'm going to choose this one. So right now I didn't freeze, okay, right now I didn't freeze the first row. So if I just click on this, as you can see, it will take this as part of the thing that it need to be sorted. That's why we need to freeze it. That's why we need to freeze it. Else it will follows. Okay? Else it will follows. Now, that's why we're going to freeze the first row. Now, I already freeze the first row. Okay, so the same things. Go to data, sort. Okay? As you can see right now, it didn't sort. Okay? Yeah? You want it from, again, smallest to largest. I just click on this. Okay, as you can see now, it's already sort everything according to the data here. So from smallest to largest. Okay, from smallest to largest. Okay. If you notice, okay, if you notice, if I didn't click here, okay, I didn't click on the C. Okay, this is, I'm going to show you the different, there's two types of sorting. So right now, you will see sort sheet by column. Okay, when you said like this, that's mean it's include everything. So even this site will follows the data. Okay, will follows the data. Like, yes, you can see the number here. Okay, you can see the number here change. Before this is 1, 2, 3 properly, okay? But now, as you can see, it's follow here. This is the indicator and all the data will follow. Okay, that's sort sheets by column. If I click here, okay, I click on the C. Just click on it. Okay, you will see now sort range by column. Previously, we will not see this, okay? Previously, you will not see this, okay? Sort range by column. Okay. Now, range will only change the number on that particular line. Okay, so to demo to you the range part, I'm going to show you from here. Now you will see the number 5, 7, 3, 4, 1, 2, 6, 8, 9. Okay, you can use the sort range to make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now again, click on A. It doesn't have to be A, it can be anywhere. So but here my data is on A. Okay, here. Okay, in this column A. So that's why I click on A, data, sort range by column A to Z. Click. Okay, now you will see the number change. It's sort 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 without touching the data here. Without touching the data in the other row, okay? It will change only for that particular range. It will not touch the data, okay? So that's range and also, okay? That's also that's for range. For sheets, it will bring everything else together. But if you choose this one, data sort by range, it will only change the range on that particular column that you choose. Okay, so that's the difference between by column and also by sheets. Okay, that by range. So that's two different things when you do the sorting. So again, it depends on your need during that time. Okay, that's sorting. Okay, that's I already demonstrate. So again, the sheets and range is totally different thing. So if you want to sorting and everything, and also make sure the data follows when you do the sorting, you choose sort sheets. But then if you only need it for the particular column, okay, if you want to arrange it only for that particular column, like for example here only again for this column because the number is not aligned, so you go with sort range. Okay, range only that particular column. If you go by column, it's going to bring out everything. That's range and also column. Okay, for filter. Okay, for filter, that's called sorry. For filter, it's not sorting, it's totally different from sorting. For filter, okay, let me just open up my example. Okay, for filter, filter means you are not deleting data, you are hiding a few data so that uh, you will see only that data you specify. Okay, because sometimes you don't want to see everything, you just want just want to see a few data that you need during that time, so you don't need to see everything else. So here, yes, okay, let me just move out everything, remove everything first. Okay, again, ensure that you freeze the one that you don't want to include in the filtering. Okay, So here I don't want this. I don't need this. I don't want this to be involved in the filtering. So what you can do. So now here in my class, I have male, I have female. Okay. So I'm going to filter. I'm going to filter data. For example, I'm only want to see female student. Okay. What you can do here, if you see this button, create filter. Okay, create filter here. Let me just zoom in. Oopsie. Okay. So here is the create filter. When you should be able to notice the difference. It will be here. Okay, here. How to know the data is filter or not? So when you click, just click on it. Okay. Now, did you notice there's this drop down? Before this, okay, before this, you will not be able to see the drop down. Okay, because you haven't create a filter yet. Once you create a filter, okay, which is this one, okay, this button, you just click. So now, once you click on it, you will see there's a drop down. Automatically, there will be a drop down. Okay, so you click on it. If you want to turn off, you just click again. You want to turn on, just click on it. Okay, now it's on. So you can filter data from any column that you created. Here I have name. That's mean I can filter only data for that particular name. But for my case here, I want to filter based on the gender. So here, drop down, click. Click on the drop down. So you have the option. So now it's currently showing me both female and male. Let's say I only want to see the female one. So you untick. So you make sure the male is unticked. You click OK. So now it's filter. This one indicate that you filter this particular column. Okay. So you will see this one. They doesn't have this logo because right now you basically are using filter on this particular site. That's why you will see this instead of this. Okay. Instead of drop down, it will become like this. So if it's showing like this, means that this data right now are showing you only for female. You click on it again. Now, if I want to show only male, ensure the female untick. You click on male, click OK. So now the data are showing me only for male. That's you do filtering. So okay, just ensure you turn on, turn off, and then drop down, and then you choose the one that you don't want to include, untick the one that you want to include, tick. Okay. So to know that which one are currently using the filter, so you can see the logo. Let's say here as well, I want to, okay, let's say I clear, let's say I just choose 2%, yeah. Okay, this is for the name part. I choose only 2% and then I go with okay. Okay, now you will see that this change as well is no longer drop down. So that means that I'm filtering data. Here I have condition. Here also I have as well. I have a condition. Okay. So here, because I'm only choosing 2. So that's why in this display right now, they're only showing the name that I choose here and meet the requirement here, which is a male. Okay. That's why it's only showing me 2 names. Select all. So it will show me all that's male. Select all. So it will show me both male and female. Okay, so it will become like this because I didn't filter anything. Okay. Okay, so that's a filter. Let's see. That's filter. Okay, oops. Let's go back here. Okay, that's the same things here, showing you how to filter. You just by default it will show you it's showing you everything. So you need to say, okay, you are the one who going to put the condition. What data are you going to filter? Okay, now function. Here I'm just showing you the basic one, which is sum and also average. So in Google Sheet, of course, you can use formulas. Okay, you can use formulas, but here in my example, I'm going to show you for sum and also average. So for sum, you can use this method, which is the alphabet for the cell. Like I told you, how to read the cell. It's by reading the alphabet on top and read the numbers. Okay, read the numbers. So it will be C2 and then cell E2. That's how it's going to read this the cell. Okay, let's just show you here. Oopsie. Okay, here. Let me just delete this. Okay. Now, again, the sum. So if you want to use a formula, you must put equation. Okay. So by putting equation in front, it's letting Google Sheets know, oh, I'm going to key in formulas. Okay. So formulas always start with this. But if you actually just want to use the equal symbol, what you can do, you put this this sign, okay, and then you put equation, so it will read just as a character. Okay, if you put just a equation like this, so then it will tell Google Sheets, I'm going to key in formula. So there's an easy way actually. So here, right here, you see function. Okay, in function, you can have a look at the one that you want to use. Okay, there's a plenty things that you can use, but the one that normally be popular one, it will be on the top. So here for our case, we're going to have a look at sum. So again, so just bring your cursor there, go for sum. So you click on it, it will automatically key in the formulas for you. So then sum, like I said, you from which column to which column. Here I have math, science, history. I want it to calculate for me these three subject. What you can do is you click on here, let's say here, I click on the C2, okay, C2, and then you can just drag it, okay, from C2, you click drag until up to the history mark, okay, drag it, and then you just press enter. So the Google Sheets will calculate for you. Okay, so this the same thing with here. I want it to put sum for these three subjects: math, science, history. So here, click on the function here. Okay, click on sum. Do the same thing. Click on the math subject and drag without letting go. Drag it into history, and then press enter. Okay, to do one by one is time consuming. So the thing the shortcut way will be, because all these will be the same formula. It's just it's just the different amounts of score. Okay, but using the same formula. So what you can do here, bring your cursor until to the edge of the cell. You will see that's like a mini. Let me try to zoom again. Okay, if here you will see like there's a mini dot, okay, like there's a mini dot, okay, on the bottom right of the cell. You will see like there's a dot. Bring your cursor there until it become like this point, okay. Bring your cursor until it change like this, it become like this. Okay, click and drag until when you wish to use the formula. For my case here, I wish to use the same formula up to this, up to here, up to F10. Okay, up to cell F10. So just drag it there, let go. So it will copy the formula. It will copy the formula. So you don't have to copy paste. You just create the first one, and since everything else using the same calculation, so just bring your cursor, drag it, and you can do it the same with the numbering here. Just show you. Okay, you can do the same with the numbering. Okay, you can do the same with the numbering. Okay, the reason why I highlight, because if I choose 1, it will copy 1. Okay, it will copy this number. That's why I do 1, 2. I highlight these two, and only I bring this cursor here, and then I drag it. Then only it will come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because it read like that. Okay, if you it read as a because it didn't read is a sequence number. Okay, if you only choose one number, it will not read that as a sequence number. The things did not understand it, so it will assume that you wish the system to copy the number. So if you drag it, it will copy 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So if you wish the numbers to become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so you need to at least have 1 and 2. So you need to highlight these two, then only bring your cursor here to the mini dot and drag it. Then only the number will become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, like I said, if you choose only particular one box, so it will assume that you wish it to copy. So it will, that's why if you choose only one box, it will just make a duplicate unless it's actually a calculation. So when you do that, so it will copy the formula from above. Okay, that's the difference if you want to use it here, and also if you want to use it for calculation. So now, okay, so that's sum. So for average, okay, we're going to do average now. So for average, oops, here. Okay. So now we already have this the score. So we already have the sum of the score. So this is the sum for this for math, science, and history. Now I want to calculate the average. So average is also the same thing. You go here. If you can remember, yeah, you can just key in. But if you can't remember, you can always search in function and click on it. Okay, here, go to average. So now it will let you know the average of what. So here, so I want to know the average between these three subjects. Again, math, science, history, highlight, enter. So it will give you the average. If you wish to copy the formula, so you don't have to copy paste, what you can do, bring your cursor here and just drag it. So it will calculate automatically for you. So feel free to explore. There's also max minimum. Okay, so there's a lot of function there. But here in my case, I'm showing you the sum and average. So that's how you search for the sum and also average there. Okay. Okay. Wait now. Yeah. I will. Okay. Don't worry for your all question. I will answer at the end of the class. Yep. Don't worry. Okay. Average. Now. Okay, auto-generate attendance. What I mean by auto-generate attendance is that we are going to let the system calculate for us instead of us calculating or how many times did the student actually come to our class. Okay, so here, auto-generate attendance, we let the system calculate. We still need to key in, yes, we need to key in if the student is here or not. It just, you can create a summary, so it's easy for you to see later on. So now, Let's say here I have I'm using the formula that we are going to use in our case here, count if. Count if represent, I'm going to ask the system, not the system, I'm going to ask Google Sheets to count me this if it's meet the criteria that I put in. So here I'm asking it count if cell C2 until V2. So I'm okay. Cell C2 until, so this double dot means like until V2 using this criteria, meet this criteria, which is here in my case is this symbol. Okay, I'm asking the system to count if this between this and this C2 and V2, I'm using this. Okay, so here, let's go straight to the slide that using that. Okay, here. Straight up, yeah. Okay. Okay, so here I have my student attendance. So I have here the names, and also let's say let's assume here this is my student attendance for the month of September. So this is the date, and here is X saying that the student is absent. So here tick meant the student is attending my class. Let's say maybe the student is MC. Okay, it's on MC. So here I'm asking, okay, let me just zoom. Okay, here in this part, I'm asking the system to calculate for me here, as you can see, count if. So this symbol represent, so this is, representing if the student come into the class. So like I said, X means the student is absent. So here, in the formula, I put count if between this C4, okay, this is C4, like I said, how to read the cell. Read the alphabet, C, read the number, 4. So cell C4 until V4, okay. So I'm asking count if cell C4 until V4 using this type of using this. Okay, the character can be anything, it's up to you. You want to put even the number 1 or 0, it works as well, but here for my case I'm just using the slash symbol. Plus count if C4 V4 using O, because in my case I'm using O is just to represent the student have a valid MC. So I'm going to plus these two. Okay, and just enter. So here, as you can see, C3 until V3, since there's no date that the student attend my class, it will be showing me 0. So here, in this part, since the student attend all my classes, as you can see, the student have 20. Because it calculate all and it's equals to 20, that's why it's showing me 20. So the same case here, again here, okay, here is 0 and here is slash. Again, because the reason why it's still 20, like I said, I put plus, count if, still a C7, V7, I using the symbol O, not O, sorry, character O here. So I ask it to plus. So that's why it plus this equals to 19. Okay, this one equals to 19 because there's 19, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It calculate like that, count. And here 1. So 19 plus 1, it will say 20. So here 4, okay, here 4. So again, here from here, C 9 until V 9, count if symbol slash or O is used. So here there's a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's count if. It's this character is depends on you. Okay, that's how can we use count if in our calculation. So normally this is just a example. It can be anything at all that you wish to count. Let's say here, like I said, maybe you are using 1 and 0. So let's say I have 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0. Okay, I'm just going to copy it. Okay, now here I'm going to copy the formula but modify it. So let's say here I put number 1, here I put 0. Okay, here okay, it's showing me 3 because it's I'm asking it to count for me this C13 to V13 are using number 1. So that's why it show me 3. If I change it to 0, so it's going to calculate between this and this how many are using 0. It's only counting, it will not sum. It's going to count. Okay, it's going to count it according to the formula according to the character that you give it. So that's count if. It's only counting. It will not do any. It will count only based on the character. It will not do formula. It not do any calculations much. It's only going to count how many. Okay, that's count if. So now next, how can we come out with a colorful chart? Again, ensure that you can use any Google Sheets that have data on it. So from the data, it will automatically generate a chart for you. So how to create a chart? So you can highlight, okay, if you wish to use only specific data, not everything, okay. If you wish to use only specific data and not everything, you can highlight those specific data that you wish to use, okay. Go to insert, go to chart, or you can just simply click the chart symbol out there, okay. There's a chart symbol beside filter, okay. Click on that and then they will automatically generate chart based on the data given, okay. But you can always change, of course. You can always change the chart. So once you create a chart, this chart editor will pop out on your right side of your Google Sheets. So here you can change the chart type, okay. So there's a plenty of chart. So the first one, they will show you the one that they suggest, okay. They will show you the one they suggest, and also there's a few type. There's a line chart, the area type of chart, and also column. So here it's only column. If you want to use bar, even pie, they also have scatter type of chart. They have map, okay. Many other chart as well. So now let's just go. Wait, I have here. We're going to create a chart based on the data I have here. Okay. You don't have to worry every time you update the data in your Google Sheets. The chart will change as well. Every time you key in you fix data in your Google Sheets, the chart that you created will automatically follow the data that you just fixed. Let me just delete that. So again, like I said, if you don't need this to be included, let's just use smart, I say. Okay. For example here, I only want to create a chart for maths. Okay. I only want to create a chart um, for maths, score. Okay. So I'm going to highlight this. Okay, I'm going to highlight only this because I only need their names and also their score formats. That's all the data that I need to come up with a chart. Okay, so this is one option. So you highlight, go to chart, insert chart. Okay, click on insert chart. So when you click on insert chart, so later on, you will see the chart editor pop up. Okay, chart editor will pop out on your right side. So here they show me maths and also their name. Again, you can always change the type of the chart. Okay, but by default they will give you the one that they think is suitable. They will suggest for you a few type that's suitable for the data that you given. So, but if you don't like it, you have specific in mind, you can always change it as well. So here for my case, so you can just click on it, it will change. Okay, just click on it, it will change. So that's this one. Okay, now as you can see, I have my chart here. So this is the name and also the score. That's for if you delete, you can just delete by clicking backspace. Okay, on your computer. So now let's say I want to show the score for these three subjects. Okay, so I highlight again the name and also the score for the other three subjects. Insert chart. So the chart editor will come up. So here the chart type again is based on the data that you given. It will suggest for you. So here the history, science, maths. Okay. So here's the name and the score. So that's how you insert a chart. So normally if let's say, so you can also click on the menu button here to delete the chart if you don't want to use the backspace. Delete chart. So let's say I just want the name and the sum. Okay, I highlight the name in your keyboard. Click on Control Ctrl. Okay, click on your keyboard Control Ctrl. Click on the data that you want. For my case here, I'm going to highlight the column F. Okay, so I'm pressing Control in my keyboard and also I'm dragging my cursor from F here until F10 in your keyboard Control. So now I have this data. I have this name and also sum. Insert chart. So here the chart is the name and also the sum. So again, the chart type you can change. Alright, now I will go through your question one by one. I go scroll up. Okay. Thank you very much for your help. If you cannot freeze the merge cell. Okay, you cannot freeze merge cell. Okay, you cannot freeze. The thing is you cannot freeze the merge cell. I do sorting but I don't have the freeze. Okay. Do we have to highlight all the data before sorting? Highlight? No, I will say no. You don't have to highlight. It just, okay, sorting. You don't have to highlight. Which one are you? Yeah. Okay, you don't have to highlight. Okay. Oscar. Wait. You don't have to highlight it. Okay, for sorting you don't have to it's not that you don't have to highlight, but you need to indicate which column are you going to use it. But just ensure that your cell is there, okay? Because here it's follow where's your current cell that you click on. The option here will follow where's your current cell you're clicking on. For example, here currently I'm highlighting the F14. That's why the option here in the data will be F14. Okay, so when you want to do the sorting, so you ensure that it can be anywhere. You just ensure that's on the column that you want to use it. So here for my case here, I'm going to use it here. Now I'm going to make it in alphabetical order. So I just click here anywhere, and even the empty cell, as long as in the column that you wish to do the sorting. Go to data. So bigger to smallest, smallest to bigger. Let's say now I'm going to largest to smallest. Click. So here it changed. Let me know if I miss any question, okay? No, okay, I already answered the highlight part. Where do we select before we click create filter? Okay, create filter if you already freeze. Okay, if you already freeze, for example, here in my case, I already freeze the first column. So if you create a filter, okay, it will show this part, okay? It will automatically create the filter. The filter will always it will always choose the first row. Okay, the filter created will always go to the first row. Okay, okay, right here. Okay, so it become like this. But let's say even though this cell is empty, even though H here doesn't have any data, if you're clicking on this cell right now, I'm clicking on the H11. Okay, I'm clicking on H11. When I click on create filter, it's creating filter for this. Okay, for this side. Okay, for this part. Okay, if let's say I have data here, it's good. Okay, J, D, A, D. Okay, so now the data here, it's filtering only for that particular column. Okay, only that particular column, only for this. It doesn't have, so as you can see here, it doesn't have filter. Filter in each sheets, you can only create one. Okay, in this sheet right now, sheets number 2. Okay, sheets number 2. You can only create one, but then if I go to sheets number 1, of course, I can create here another filter. Okay, of course here I can create another filter, but if you go to sheets 2, since I already use this feature, which is filter features, so I can only filter here that I write down before. Okay, so that's why normally if you filter, so either ensure that you inside here. If you're outside, okay, it's only going to filter for that particular row that you created. That's for filter. But normally I will it can be anywhere here as long as it's within within this area. Okay, let's say I'm clicking on here on the F8 and I click on the filter button, it will automatically be up here. Okay, so that's how you to ensure that you are creating the filter in the correct way. So ensure that you inside there. Okay, you inside that particular area that have the data. Because if you're outside, it will generate filter only for the outside part. Okay, that's for filtering. Where do we select? Okay. Can you please show how to sort and filter again? Okay, sorting. I hope that, okay. Okay, this one is for, let me just demo again. This one is for largest to smallest, right? So now let's say another way you can sort is just by clicking here. Okay, if you just bring your cursor there, there's a drop down. Okay, there's a drop down. There's another way. There's a drop down. You click on it, they have sort sheet. Okay, remember the one you're looking for is sheet. If you're looking for range, okay, range is only for that particular column as well. So here, sort sheet. Now I'm going to make it smallest to largest. Click. So here, smallest to largest. But now here, I want it to change as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 accordingly. But now it's 5, 6, 3. Okay, you cannot use this method because this one is only for the sheet. So it follows, everything will follows. So here, in my case here, I wish to change only the number. That's why I'm going to go, you need to highlight, okay? For this case, if you wish to change only the range, you need to highlight. So to highlight, you just make sure that you click here. For my case here, I'm clicking on A. Okay, I'm going to click on A. And then goes to data, range, yeah? Not sheets, range. Sort range, A to Z, smallest to largest. Click, there you go. This one, it will not disturb. They will not disturb everything else. It's only change only for that particular column. So that sort, and also hopefully filter, you guys can understand. If you still don't if you still request for demo for filter, let me know. uh, okay, it looks like O in the alphabet in the data sheets, but the formula look like O0. Okay, for that side, is it yeah, for here I'm using O. This is O, not 0. This is O. Okay, I'm using a bigger O. Okay, this is O, not 0. Okay, so but here in my demo here, I'm using 0. So it can be anything. You don't have to follow mine. The character is up to you to set. Okay, the count if. So even let's say I put count if uh, count if count if I'll say count if this column, okay, between this column, which is C14 to V14, say Y. Okay, let's say Y. Enter. So now it's showing 0 because none. Let's say I put Y. So now it become 1. It's up to you to set the count if, okay. It can be, it doesn't have to be only one. Let's see, I put yes, yeah. It also can be a long one. Okay. Yes. Okay. But it must meet the criteria. But then here is not case sensitive. It's not case sensitive, but it will make sure that it's spelled correctly. If it's spelled not follow the character, of course it will not calculate for it. Okay, it will count how many yes. If you misspell, it will not count. Okay, so if you use this data, for example, for name, yep, it work as well. So yep, you can use it. It doesn't have to be, but it doesn't have to be case sensitive. It is not case sensitive. Yeah, can I know how to calculate percentage? Yeah, percentage. Okay, sure. So here, okay, the reason why as well I have count if, with count if only, it's you can come out with the percentage. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see. Let me just copy this formula into the chat. Okay, first. Okay, because I am scared you cannot see it. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to calculate the percentage and also the main reason why there is a count if. You must have count if, okay? So to calculate the percentage, the very first one I'm going to ask is to take the number in count if, because it's already count how many. Okay, it's already count how many. Let's say here, I think it's easier to have to actually to take this, okay? Okay, let's see the one that I share with you. So it's count in V3, it's 0 because this student didn't attend my class, it's 0. And then it's going to divide by, again, it's using count if, Okay, the meaning of count if C3 until V3 and then this largest than, smaller than and largest than equation is, it's saying that I'm asking to count if this C3 until V3 have something in it. Okay, largest and smallest, so means it's any criteria using. So here for my case here, it's going to count if, okay, let me just show you here. It will be it will be 20. Okay, it will be 20 because 20 will be the answer because it's going to count in between this box. How many boxes have something in it? So in total, all 20 boxes have something in it. Okay, in total, all these 20 boxes have something on it. So it's basically the sum, okay, the total number of the student attend the class divide by how many class I created. Okay, let's go for this another example here. Okay, this one will be easier for you to see. So this student attend only 4 of my classes. This student only attend 4 of my classes. So it's going to calculate 4 divided by 20. Again, it's because the total number of the classes I created. 4 over 20 will be 20%. Okay, how can I do this? Okay, if you just do like this, let's see, divide by if this here to here, largest, smallest, largest, because it's calculate. Okay, so now by default is not percentage. Okay, by default it's not percentage. So easy way, you just here, you just see here. I'm not sure if you can see. You will see format as percentage. You click on it, it will change to percentage. Okay, it will change to percentage. By default, you can see it's just a point. So bring your cursor here. You will see a percentage logo up there. You click on it, it will change to percentage. Okay, and then or you just go to format, number, and go to percentage as well here. Okay, format, number, percentage. It will change to percentage. If you don't like, there's two numbers after the point, you remove it by clicking here. Decrease decimal places. So there you go. It's become 85%. So everybody okay with the percentage part? I go up a bit more. Okay, I hope that now you can see how to calculate the percentage. Okay, Google Sheet, just ensure that you are inside your Google. Make sure that you inside your Google Drive. Just create new, and then just open up Google Sheets, and then it will create a new Google Sheets for you. Okay, it's any part of your Google Drive. Go to new, and then just go to Google Sheets. Okay, and it will create a Google Sheets for you. How to freeze row and column together? Yeah, okay. Freeze column row in together. Yes, of course you can unless it's merged. But for my case here, okay, go to view, freeze. Okay, second row. Okay, second row. Because I have my data up to here, right? So that's why I freeze it up to the second row. Then ensure it didn't conflict again. If okay, just going to show you. Here it can. Okay, here the first situation. This one is possible because there's no matching here, okay? There's no matching between A and B. Okay, between these two, there's no matching. My merge here is only happen here. It's only happen here. 1 and 2. Okay, 1 and 2 is my situation right now. 1 and 2 is the merge. And I freeze up to the second column. Okay, I already freeze the row. Now I'm going to freeze the column. View, freeze, first column. There's no issue, okay? In this situation, case 1, no issue. The issue will happen, okay, you can freeze the column and row right now as you can see. Issue will happen if I merge this number and this, okay? If, as you can see here, there will be a conflict. I can merge here. Sorry, I can freeze the row. But then if I try to freeze the column, okay, there will be a problem. The reason why, because I merge the A and B. So they have conflict there that they cannot freeze it, because if you wish to freeze, you need to freeze together with the B. Now view freeze. Okay, you can freeze, but you need to B again because you already merge A and B. So you cannot have only this freeze for you. You need to have this as well. You still can freeze, but then you need to see up till when did you put your merge on. Here on my case, the merge will happen until to B. So I need to freeze up to B column. Okay, so that's freeze column and row. The reason why there will be, if there's a conflict, check your merge again and make sure that you merge accordingly and then try to freeze. Yeah, you can, unless unless there's a conflict like I showed you before, you cannot freeze only A. You need to freeze it together with B because I merge these two part. Unless I unmerge, okay, unmerge, let's go. I unmerge, so there's no conflict here. Okay, so I can only freeze the A. Okay, I can freeze only A. So, okay, I hope I already show you how to freeze and row. Average, yeah, sure. So average. Okay, for average here, average again, it's similar with sum, except the formula that you type in is not sum, it's average. So here, let's just put random number, yeah. I put 3, 2, 1. Okay, 2, 3, 1. So here in average, I'm going to use here function average, highlight those that you want to calculate in the average. Here I'm going to calculate 2, 3, 1, enter. So now it's going to calculate the average between these three score, which is 2. Okay, average is in here in the function. Okay, average will be there. Can we filter gender, then from there continue to filter age? Yes, yes. You can filter more than one, follows more than one, but you need to, yeah, unless like I said, if you create the filter out of the box, for example here, so the box, the data will be in here, but then you're clicking here, okay, outside. I'm clicking here, there's no data here, I click on filter. The filter will create weirdly here, okay? Okay, so it's not useful. So ensure that you're currently clicking somewhere inside the data. Okay, here, for example here, create filter. Yes, you can filter more than one condition. Let's say here, I'm going to, since there's 3 students with the score of 10, I'm just going to filter, clear all. I'm going to filter only student score math 10. Okay. So right now I have 3 students that meets the criteria. Now again, I'm going to reduce the amount. I'm going to filter only students score 10 in science. Click on here. Again, you choose the one that you want to filter. I choose 10. Okay. So it's reduced it. As you can see now, I have the student that meet both of the criteria, which is 10 in maths, 10 in science. So you can filter it like that. You can filter as many as data as you want. You can filter by class, you can filter by age, by gender. Okay, how do you highlight the whole thing? How do you highlight the whole block of cell? Click here. This one here. There's an empty, like you can see there's an empty one, right? Between A and 1. Click on here. So it will highlight everything. Is that what you mean? Yeah. Or just click here, it will highlight everything. Okay, this between A and 1, there's an empty box up here. Click on that, it will highlight everything. If that's what you mean, if not, please correct me. Can we sort by alphabetical order for name? Yes, of course. Here, let me just do, have to make the data. Okay. Let's do here. Okay, here, let's say I want it to, according to alphabetical order, yeah. So here, okay. So I just click here. Go to, either you want it to smallest to largest or largest to smallest. Let's say here, because it's already smallest to largest, I'm going to largest to smallest. I'm going to Z to A, click. So yes, it will sort according to the one that you give. Okay. Can you please show how to do the graph again? Yes. Sorry for the cat. Graph again. To highlight all the cell with the data only. Okay. That question and also the other question just now. Sorry, yeah. Graph. Okay. Okay. Since it's related question, I'll just show you which one. Okay, here. Let me just select all first. Okay. So now, how can I choosing the highlights? So first one, you just normally, so you just choose anything that you want to include in your chart. For example, here in my case, I want to include the name, and I'm going to include the sum. So again, just click and drag. Okay, this one is just click and drag without doing anything. You just click, highlight the uh, particular box. So now I'm going to highlight the name. So again, click and drag. If the second box is far away, okay, because if the box is just next to it, for example, name and also mat, so you can just drag it like that, okay. But then if you wish to take sum, if you don't, okay, here, if you don't press control on your keyboard, the first thing that you highlight will be gone. Okay, that's why like I said, so this one you highlight and then press control on your keyboard. Okay, control, and then click, make sure that you press first. Okay, ensure that your control button is already pressed, then you highlight the second column normally. So then you highlight the second column. So as you can see now, I highlight two boxes that separate far away. Okay, so that's how you do it. For highlight the data that only that you need. So now how to create chart? For example, here I already have my name and also sum. Here, insert chart, click on it. So now your chart is created. Okay, just so it's only have name and also the sum, which is the one that I highlight. If you didn't highlight, it will take everything in your data to come out with the graph. Okay, wait. Okay, this one alphabetical graph. If you want to highlight the entire column, do you click on the name or B? Highlight the entire column, you can click on B, on the alphabetical, yeah, on the upper, yeah, you can click on B. Will it make any difference if we don't put, yeah, if you don't put the smallest and largest equation, okay, the largest and smallest equation is meanings that I want it to calculate if there is any data insert that particular cell that I put in. For example here, okay, Yeah, if I don't put this, it will not it will not really understand the one that you want it to do. Okay, that's why as you can see, it becomes zero because it's not understand what you want it to calculate. Okay, so if you put smallest largest means it means that if the cell is have something on it, if the cell is not empty. Okay, if the cell is not empty, that's why I have it count if, okay, count if your cell is not empty. So that's what it means by the symbol smallest and largest. So if you want to calculate this percentage, yes, you must use the largest and smallest. Okay. May I know what is the difference between count in and count? Okay. If you count if it's have the condition. Okay, if there is condition. If you go with count, okay, if you go with count, okay, if you go with count, let's say it's going to only simply it's only going to simply count it's only going to simply count. There's no condition. You cannot put condition on it. Okay, you cannot put condition on it. Okay, you cannot put any condition on it. That's why I'm using, in this case, we are using count if because we have condition. So this one is not suitable for our case. Okay, it's not suitable for our case because don't have any, we don't have, let's say, it's numbering. If you are using a numbering, yes, you can use count if. Okay, since this is a number, let's just go here. Okay, count. Okay, easy if I use numbering. Okay, count if you have, because you have condition. Count is just a normal counting. Okay. 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 Count is just a normal counting. Compared to here, is a condition. If you notice, there's another one with S. Count ifs. So you can also have multiple condition. How to lock the column after we complete put all them and allow we adjust edit data only lock column. Okay, what you can do is lock column. You this part. There's another way. You make when you share it. Okay, when you share it, you will see. Okay, you will see this option is for you. Okay, if you want to protect, okay, the access is just a sharing access. So of course, you can control this here. Okay, prevent editor from changing. Other thing you can do. So you have these protect sheets. Okay, that one is the when you sharing. Of course, when you sharing, you have if you go to advanced, you actually for this you have option that the others cannot add new people, and also that people cannot download, print, copy your file. Okay, if it's private and confidential. Okay, for example, it's a accounts calculation. Okay, it's only for account people who can see it, who can go through it. So ensure that you tick this. So the people that can only view it, they cannot download or print. Okay, this one is especially for those who have information data that very important, private and confidential. I would suggest you ensure when you share it with people, you click on this so that the other will not be able to do anything to your file. So it's only within the company can see it. So they will not change the data, especially if it's involved accounting. So this one, please go ahead and put disable so that people cannot print, copy. Okay, and then okay, if you go to here protect sheets. Okay, if you go to protect sheet, you can lock few things. Okay, you can lock the sheets, you can lock the range. Okay, let's say here I'm locking B. I'm locking this. Okay, I'm locking this column. Set permission. Okay. Set permission so that you have option. Can you see my screen? Yes. Okay. You have option that who can change this range, who can play around in this range, restrict who can edit this range. So if you have someone that you already share this file with, of course if you get to custom, you will see the people list that you share this file with. You just pick that person. Okay, so then when the others go into the sheets, they will not be able to do anything in this particular sheets because I already locked it. They will still be able to see, they will see, but they cannot do anything. Okay, so if I lock, you can also lock the sheets. For example, here I'm locking the first sheet. So set permission. So again, they will ask you the same question. Restrict who can do, who can modify it. So you choose only you if you don't want others to touch it, or custom. So you can choose the people that you share your file with. Click done. So now here you will see my sheets one is protected. You can see the lock compared to the normal one. You see there's no lock button. Here there's a lock. Means that people can view. Okay, please don't. People can view but they cannot do anything. People can view. So you can protect the sheets by range. Okay, by range. Okay, you can protect the sheet by range. Okay, it must be you can also do this. Let's say, yeah. Okay, it must be, you must key in by range or sheets. There's two type of protection that you can create. Okay, I want to sort. If I want to sort only the name A to Z, I must sort by range, not by sheet. Yes, you are correct, Nur Hayati. How to highlight all the cell with data only? Oh, okay. To highlight the cell with data only, you must highlight it manually. Okay, you need to highlight it because this option is going to highlight everything. So if you wish to highlight those with data only, you need to do it manually. Okay.